Well, this has been a year of firsts for a lot of things. Never seen a defensive game by an infielder like Dalton had at Georgia. I think we played as good at baseball as we played all year long last weekend against Ole Miss. Played in, 24, 25 one-run games throughout the whole year. And then tonight we walked 17 guys. I think the most we've ever had was 10. But the most remarkable part of the thing is we only made one error. Usually you walk 17, you look up at the board, you make 3 or 4 errors. So, we had 5 of the guys throw tonight that were freshmen, and obviously Garrett is still in some high pressure situations. We started him because we wanted to get him a couple innings worth of work, and Tyler Dyson. I think the thing that's going on with some of our freshmen is they're coming in and having one good inning, and then when you run them back out there for the second inning, it's not as clean. And the hard thing for me to try to help them get the point across is they don't have to do it on their own. We play such good defense. There's really no need to be walking that many guys. I mean, but it's like for these young pitchers, if you keep harping on walks, it's like free throw shooting in basketball. It ends up being contagious, and I think tonight it was one of those nights. Just kind of got to a point like, just got out of hand. But we battled there at the end, and a couple more batters, and maybe we had the time run to the plate. But South Florida played great. Their starting pitcher DJ Roberts threw the ball very well. Just one of those nights. But we can't let one game. We've been playing so well. I think we won 15 of our last 17 coming into the night, and we got 6 league games left. We're tied for first, and so you can't let this one game affect our psyche or how we're feeling about ourselves, because we've been playing so well for so long. So we'll come back out tomorrow and practice if we can and get ready for Alabama.
And again, seeing that rally despite how far behind, how good was it to see the offense not give up late in those last 2 innings?
Nice. We only lost by 5, but no, it's good. And it's good to see. We had some other guys that hadn't had a chance to play very much. Andrew Baker made a nice play in center field and got a base hit to left, and wanted to give Nelly the night off because of the shoulders bothered him a little bit. He could play if it was a league game, but wanted to give him the night off. And then, and JJ swinging it back good again. India swinging it back good, and so there's some positives. There's some positives. Just at the end of the day, when you walk 17 guys, what are you gonna do? Just one of those weird games.
I think it's 8-5 in midweek games. So, how do you feel about a 4-starter if you'd have to go to it in the SEC and even the regionals? Like, who would you go to at this point?
I'm not planning on that. I'm planning on winning the first 3 and going home. that's the plan. We'll get to that if we ever get to it. Obviously, that's something we got to think about. But if you get into the losers bracket in a regional, it's very tough no matter how much pitching depth you have. So, our 3 starters are as good as anybody in the country, and that's been a recipe for our success. We've got great starting pitching on the weekend, and Garrett and Tyler Dyson and Horvath have helped us get to the 9th with Byrne, and that's how we're winning, and we're swinging the bats better. We're playing good defense. We are who we are with our young pitchers right now, and it's just something we're going to have to help these younger guys. We just need a couple more guys just to help us out with a couple innings here and there. But when you get into postseason, like I said, if you lose the first or second game, it puts you behind the 8 ball, even with a deep pitching staff. And if you're fortunate enough to get to a regional and get to supers, it's 2 out of 3. It's like a regular weekend. And in Omaha, if you get in a losers bracket, it's hard. It's hard. The most important thing is win the first 2 out there. So then somebody's got to beat you twice. So we have what it takes to win this thing and to play for a long time. But it has to be in a certain way. It's different than last year's team. Last year's team had a lot more pitching depth. This year we're just we knew going into the season that our bullpen was going to be young, and we had Michael as our midweek starter, and we had to switch roles and put him as the closer because the young guys just weren't ready yet. And that's who we are, and it's good enough to win on the weekends. We're in first place in the SEC, so we'll just put this one behind us, and it's just one of those nights.
You felt like only 2 for Milton because he hasn't been stretched out tonight.
Well, I need him on a weekend.
Yeah.
No, and he only pitched just one time on the weekend, so I just wanted to get him a start and just get him out there. I wanted to get about 35, 40 pitches from him, and just get him ready for the weekend. And that was the thought, and then just kind of piece it together from that point on. Go to Nate Brown second. And then if we keep it close, then use Horvath, because they had lefty stack 9, 1, 2, and 3. Stuff to switch, but just try to keep it close, and then maybe hand it over to Dyson in the 7th. And if we had to use Michael tonight, we would have. But we just never really got to that point. The third inning got away from us.
It's always tough to win on the road in the SEC, but imagine it made an impression on your guys what Alabama was able to do to Auburn last weekend.
Yeah, anybody can beat anybody. Anybody can beat anybody. Like I said, everybody's fighting for something. Whether it be getting into the SEC tournament, whether it be getting in the tournament, NCAA tournament, whether it be trying to, be one of the 16 teams to host, be one of the top 8 teams to get a national seed. Trying to win a regular season SEC championship. So everybody's fighting for something. And at this time of year, everybody's good enough. And we saw that last week too. Georgia goes up to Kentucky. We know how good Kentucky is, and Georgia goes up there and wins too. So nobody can be taken for granted, and we certainly will not take anybody for granted. We're not that good to be doing that, and we'll have our guys well prepared for Alabama. I spent a lot of time yesterday on USF and Alabama, and we'll have our guys prepared, and they'll know how important the series is. I don't need to keep telling them. They know, and like I said, looking forward to getting Alex back on the mound on Friday.
What do you make of possibly seeing these guys again in the regionals?
Oh, I can't think that far ahead. I can't think of it. They might host. Who knows? Who knows? It might be a host team. I don't know. They've got six games left in the game. But it's different. We'll see their weekend starters, and they'll see ours. It'll be a little different. We'll see.
Maybe see them in the Super Region.
You guys are way too ahead. I'm worried about Alabama. You guys are talking way ahead. Let's get through Friday night with 5-8 at Alabama and see if we can, keep playing well on the weekends. That's too far ahead for me. South Florida played very well tonight. They played very well and deserved to win. They deserved to win. So they got a good club.